for the cameras, I think because of how we want to package it, let's not take any more videos and photos for now, please. Yeah? We'll allow that to stop, let the video go in, we can do the wrapping. But not in front of camera.
I've just seen a security or a military officer carrying the flag. I believe this will be the flag that will be draping that casket that will be touching down in just about a few minutes, because we have seen that team leave at around 3:30 thereabout a.m. From Mumbai, India, and it will be touching down according to plan in the next hour, because we expect that it should be touching down at 8:30 a.m. Trevor.
Thanks, Emmanuel. Judging from the tracking that we're doing live of the plane, it might be landing there at around 9:30. That's about an hour later from the scheduled time. Initially, it was 8:30. Now it might land at 9:30. But that is Emmanuel speaking to us live from the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Like he says, these are events that are happening in real time. It's a state funeral. That's why you see the gun carriage there. You see the military parade also there. You see the military band just getting ready to ferry the remains of the late Honorable Raila'S Odinga all the way from JKIA Street to the Lee Funeral Home. From there, they're scheduled to get there around 10 a.m., but that will change by about an hour or so, considering the landing time has now changed from 8:30 to 9:30, and then right after that, the body will be taken to the National Assembly and the Parliament precincts for public viewing. We'll give you updates on that. The government, through the Professor Kithure Kindiki, who is actually the person chairing the funeral committee, said that there will be designated spots for viewing of the proceedings live. They had to establish exactly where those spots will be, because they know that most people will not make it.
This flight now is cruising at 37,000 feet. This is aboard the members that the president has dispatched today, who are led by the Foreign Affairs CS Musalia Mudavadi. Amongst the long list of other leaders, Kimani Ichung'wah, Governor Johnson Sakaja, the ODM Party Secretary General Edwin Sifuna, Migori County Senator Eddie Oketch, along the long list of Kenyans who will be escorting the body of the former Prime Minister back home by tomorrow. And they will be landing aboard the Boeing 738, one of the latest model, KQ number 202, that is now active, airborne and headed for Mumbai in India tomorrow, when the remains of the former Prime Minister will be brought back to the country for Kenyans and the country's leadership to pay their last respects until he will be laid to rest on Sunday this week.
The President is expected to be here from any minute from now to also receive the body of Raila Odinga, who passed on in India yesterday. It is the first day since his passing on, and of course the country is still trying to come to terms with the laws, and there are still more vehicles coming in. These are dignitaries, some of them members.
Well, that plane that the Deputy President, who's the head of the committee, was talking about is now scheduled to land at around 9:30. You can see the estimated time on the farthest end there. It's a KQ flight A203. It's one of the most tracked worldwide. It's actually the #1 tracked worldwide by 3,366 people. You can see by the data on this side of the flight radar there. It's expected to land at 9:30 at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. It's currently somewhere coming through all the way back to the country after having landed in Mumbai at around 1 a.m. And that did a 2-hour ground time just for the body of the late Raila Odinga to be loaded, and then now it's heading back to the country. We're tracking it in real time as well, so we'll let you know as soon as it lands here. I think it has already covered about 2,264 kilometers and been on air about 2 hours, 42 minutes based on the flight radar details at the corner there. You can see them changing in real time. About 2,334 kilometers left, which will be covered in the next 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 51 minutes. And it's expected to land at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport at 9:30. That is the real-time flight radar tracking of the flight carrying the remains of the late Raila Amolo Odinga. Most tracked flight in the world right now, at #1 with about 3,000.